All right, nowadays, so many of us are becoming more and more health conscious. But an article on HuffingtonPost.com said, when we're younger, many of us miscalculate our health by feeling invincible and believing that we can get away with a certain amount of health abuse without suffering immediate consequences. Ladies, I want to know, at what age did you actually start taking your health seriously? What prompted you? Do you think you're even doing it now? Are there any negative behaviors that maybe now or made you learn that you needed to stop in order to get your health in better shape?
Yeah, I've always had to take care of my health, specifically because at 15 years old, I was diagnosed with the autoimmune disease Hashimoto's, which affects your thyroid. It attacks the thyroid. So I've been on medication since I was 15 and kind of aware of, I know this sounds weird, but literally if my medication would change, I have to go to the doctors, endocrinologist once a month to take my blood so that they can tell me what my levels are. But I've always had to be really aware of how I feel because it can indicate if I have too much of the hormone that your thyroid secretes or if it's under. So little things like whether I'm jittery, then that means that I'm sped up.
Yeah.
Or if I'm feeling super sluggish, that might mean that my thyroid is underactive. So I'm just really aware of that. Crazy thing, I recently saw a nutritionist. This is gonna bug you out. This is actually a great point that I feel like you guys are gonna love. I had a BMI test where you stand on the machine and it tells you what your body mass index is. And it is a known thing that if your body mass index is over 40% of your body is fat, then that actually means that you are medically obese.
Yeah.
So people can hear that and think if you're medically obese that has to mean that you are, overweight, super overweight, when it actually just means that more than 40% of your body is fat. Guys, I had 46.9%. And the doctor was like, you're considered obese. You have 46, I know, 46 point, I am definitely on the thicker side these days.
I love it.
A little juicy in these arms. But in that moment, he said, this is something really concerning because at this point, you are on the spectrum of highly getting heart disease, heart attack, diabetes, and those kinds of things. And I just want people to know that you do not have to be what people consider fat or like they say.
Coming up behind that.
Yeah.
Because I told you, I started looking at my health once I got health care, to be honest.
Yeah.
I said,
straight up.
I got health care. Ooh, let me go to the doctor.
Yeah. Right.
And, I done told y'all about how my doctor thought that I was diabetic because I'm so-called fat. But my BMI is 35%.
And you would, guys, look
Isn't
at
that
us.
amazing?
Look
I'm
at
not
us. I'm
diabetic.
fat on bones. I have no muscle.
I'm not even pre-diabetic. He
Yeah.
was
Thank
mad.
God.
Tell me, you ain't even pre-diabetic. I'm
Thank God.
I know I need to
Guys,
lose some weight, but it
same
just
thing happened with
depends.
Israel.
That's why they say check your numbers. That's why they say get a physical, go to the hospital, because you can't go by just looks. You have to take blood tests. You need to take these,
That's right.
get on and take the screenings, all this other kind of
stuff. So I'm gonna start
next
week. Next week I'll start because the doctor needs me to lose 30 pounds of fat and I need to I need to gain 12 pounds of muscle.
Muscles, everything.
Yeah, and they said my good weight. Remember, guys, I'm 4'11". I'm right now about 127, and the doctor wants me to be somewhere. My sweet spot would be 108 to 110.
Really?
So, yes, and guys, this is not for my cuteness.
Not
I really
vanity,
don't care about that. Is you think is cute. This is for my health.
Yeah.
Wild, right?
That's wild. I started taking care of myself when I was trying to get pregnant with my twins now, and I had fibroids. And so they had to remove the fibroids in order for me to get pregnant because I kept on having miscarriages. So from that point on, I was like, you know what, as I'm getting older, because that was in my 40s, and I had already had Oliver, so I thought, I can have a baby, no problem, I've already done it. And that wasn't the case. And it depends on when you get your first menstrual, says it dictates fertility and how many eggs and all that stuff. So that's when I started taking care of myself a little bit more. Because when you're younger, you think, oh my God, I'm resilient, whatever. Everything bounces back, you're thin, but that's when I started for me. And I think the younger you start, the better it is. So if we can tell our fam out there, start taking care of yourself now.
Make it a lifestyle.
Wait until you're 40 or trying to have a baby.
I did it specifically for having a baby at some point, and I got really healthy. It still didn't happen, so then I was like, no, I'm gonna eat everything.
No, I get that. No, I get that.
And now I will eat it all.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'm generally pretty healthy. You guys know I rarely ever get sick, but I also eat really well, work out and everything. But I learned when I got that throat situation that I am not abominable, you know what I mean? I'm not mortal.
Right.
When I say I'll get sick, and twice already, you know, one was a staph infection that I got from traveling, and then the second one was I got a sore throat that I let go. Yeah. And so the thing is, I'll work through illness.
Right.
Because culturally, I won't go to the doctors unless my head's cut off, unless my arm's broken.
The staph infection, your leg was falling off, and we told you had to go to the doctor.
And it turned into a staph infection. Because I'll just let things go. I'm like, I'm so healthy, my sore throat's gonna be nothing. That's gonna turn into a scab and we'll be fine. And that scab turned into a staph infection, throat turned into epiglottitis, and then, so I learned, take care of your health no matter what. Don't wait for the worst of the worst. Like just when you see something, actually go to the right doctor and take care of it.
Especially our communities. Go to the doctor when you need to.
Yes.